EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Braxton Berrios selecting to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Tua now on first down. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Fields. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Bears at 2-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mason. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
In motion, Hill. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Corral. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Back-to-back 9-sack seasons of Miami have firmly established Emmanuel Ogbah as the face of the Fins pass rush.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
20, 10, touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
75 yards.
and the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Corral with it on first down.
And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Tua going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Let's go.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Back to throw. Fields
looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Taken at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Take it up.
Slot man moves right.
Watch the twist. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run again with Mason.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Wide. Get wide. Check 15. Check 15. Wide. Keep.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10. 10. Check. Crunch.
On play action, Fields.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
We got 3, fellas. We got check.
Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 72 yards. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Berrios now from his end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes out right around the 39.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On second down, they'll run it here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Switching it up, Corral going to throw here.
Buying time to his left. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a first down throw, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Bears have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with Mason. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And some space here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 14-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Kill, turn up. Check, lucky. Check, nickel.
Mason. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Quick. He's crashing. He's checking. Switch up. Check 99. Watch twist.
They run again with Foreman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Deontay Foreman, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they run. It's Mason. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 93 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and a yard, Fields. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Fields on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. All set. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Moore, the man in motion.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another